So here we are with Mr. Antonio Sansone, host of the Antonio Sansone YouTube channel.
Yeah. The greatest.
The greatest. One,
Hey, though, but you have actually, you found some success, and you have found a really good niche. If you haven't watched this channel yet, go check it out. It's Antonio Sansone on YouTube. Is it youtube.com/Antonio Sansone?
I actually don't know.
You haven't claimed your URL yet?
I did, but I don't know
okay.
what it is. It might be like C/Antonio Sansone.
Just search Antonio Sansone on YouTube. You'll find he does some really cool stuff with physical therapy assistant, especially if you're looking to get into that field. Good stuff. So he wants to do you want to do a sketch for the channel.
Yeah.
For your channel. And what's the premise? Pitch it to me instead of reading your script.
Oh, goodness.
Give me the pitch.
The pitch
Sketchy
is
pitch.
If pain was a person.
Okay, I got you. Anthropomorphizing pain.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
It's like personifying.
That's a good better word for it. Yeah, personifying pain.
What is the other word definition?
It's when you take something that's not anthropological and making it's personified. Okay?
Got it.
What does anthropological even mean?
Define anthropological.
Anthropological means relating to the study of humankind.
Anthropological means relating to the study of humankind. It's when you take something that's not human-like and you make it as though it's human-like. Anthropomorphize. Define anthropomorphize. Make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly.
To allow
Oh, it's because define anthropomorphize.
anthropomorphism means the attribution of human characteristics or behavior to a god, animal, or object.
It's blasphemous.
Personify is probably a better word because it takes less time to get on the same page. So, you want to do a sketch about personifying pain. So, pain is a person. And you were going to play pain? Is that kind of what we were saying?
Yeah.
Either one of us could.
Either one.
But
It don't matter.
I was kind of thinking you play pain, I play the guy. No, because remember he sent me the picture of the pain t-shirt and I saw the medium and I was like, oh, I ain't probably not going to be wearing a medium. Okay, so what's the... Oh, this mosquito bites drive me nuts. So what's the... It's just like a bunch of different... Like it's a broken up sketch? Or is it like a storyline?
No, I didn't picture it like a storyline. I
Okay.
pictured it just a hodgepodge of scenarios that pain would interact. Would be funny in an interaction between a person and their pain, having a conversation or having like an action like...
Yeah. So like one of them was like leaning... Like I was like leaning over and like picking something up. Or like pulling dishes out of the dishwasher. Is that what it was?
Right,
and then like karate chop on the back.
Yes.
Okay. Let's take it and run with it. So I think it would be cool to have little moments. I think it would be funny to actually have a almost narrative between pain and the person where there's a conversation being had that keeps coming back to. So maybe 3 short scenes where there's a conversation between pain and the person. I don't entirely know right now what to say, but like conversation, like almost like montage where you see 2 or 3 of those scenarios, part of the conversation, montage, see 2 or 3 of those scenarios, part of the conversation, and do that 2 or 3 times. Which is going to be harder than just shooting. This is basically like that Corn Dads, Corn Moms thing that we shot for the Friday Project.
Yeah.
Which is probably easier to just do a bunch of those little vignettes than actually getting the dialogue. Thoughts?
I agree.
You guys are useless. What can we do?
I like-
What could they
Like
be
the
talking
Easter
about?
Bunny one?
Yeah, like the Easter Bunny one, or if you saw the one where like I was like a mom in quarantine or a
Oh,
dad
yeah,
in
yeah.
quarantine. Like it's just a bunch of those singular one-off jokes, like Trey Kennedy's type stuff.
Yeah.
He does that a lot of that kind of stuff,
Well,
which would work totally fine if that's what you want to do. I'm just trying to think if there's a funny way to like have like you said, them sitting down and having the
Oh, yeah.
conversation. I like that visual.
Like
I think
reasoning,
that's
like,
funny.
why did you beat me up or something? And it's like...
Okay, that's funny.
I like that.
You can sort of take that. You remember that sketch of the woman, like the wife or whatever it is, talking to her husband, and she's got the nail in her head, but you don't know she has the nail in her head, and she's just like, I just have this. You never see the nail, if the camera frames all around her, she's like, I just have this dull, aching pain, and it's so constant. And the husband's like, there's, like, he just keeps wanting to. She's like, and all my sweaters, I pull them on, and they're all snagged. And he's like, it's because there's a nail in your. It's not about the nail, okay? It's not about the nail. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, if there's a way that we could, like, they have like this conversation where one of them's trying to rationalize something that's very obvious to the audience that doesn't make any sense. What's the end goal? You gonna bring this around? What's the point with like PTA and physical therapy and stuff?
Well, initially I just planned the sketch, and
Yeah,
so it's just for the
usually
humor
there's
of
no
it and
point
for
to
the
what we do.
for the fun of it. But if there was going to be like a meaningful moment in the shot or the recording, it would be the value of pain. Sometimes it can be overlooked.
Because it's a signal.
Yeah, like there's a purpose for everything, I feel like, and sometimes we might not understand that purpose, and sometimes we might just not fully recognize its purpose. Where I feel like it plays a role in people's lives of the pain that you have, depending on certain things. You know, like if you broke your arm, there's a reason that it's painful, so that you don't continue damaging it. So there is a reasoning behind it, and that's how it would tie into physical therapy. That a lot of times working with patients, I feel like they sometimes lack an understanding of why they have pain, or like they think it's just random.
They want to get the pain to go away rather than understanding how to live painless.
Yeah, or just understanding it. I feel like people just don't understand it. I woke up with pain today. I have no idea why. What on earth could have caused this? But I feel like there is a reasoning, and it's a signal to warn us of something.
Do you want to say that as Antonio, like on a talking head camera, or do you want that message to be delivered entirely in the sketch? Like, do you want to do like an outro?
I didn't think about it. I could see it going either way.
Because my thought is, what if it just like ends and they're like buddies? Like they have an understanding.
Oh, I see.
Like we have an understanding.
Without, so like not a talking at the, like an interview at the end or something, but it's like the resolution to the story of the skit would be the friendship or something.
Yeah, like kind of the last couple things you see is them like. It needs a stinger. It needs a joke.
Like
but basically, like,
oh,
I understand. Like, I don't like you. Basically, I don't like you.
Oh,
but I understand why you're here.
Like, kind of like the Inside Out, where sadness. No one understands sadness and why she's so. But then it's like, oh, you do serve a purpose, and you are here for a reason. Kind of like that, but.
Yeah,
but it's kind of cynical because pain is actually.
Well, the cycle, the cycle of the joke needs to probably be something like, "I understand why you're here, and I can appreciate that. But now get the heck out of my house." You know what I mean? Like the punchline of the joke needs to be like, "Now I'm going to eliminate you. Like I will understand better if you come back how to have this conversation, but I want you out." What if like, what do you think about like? Pain is like I was just thinking like like a parent-teenager relationship as pain in the person.
The parent is pain?
I don't know. I mean, the funnier, quicker joke is that the teenager's the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be totally unrealistic, though.
Yeah.
I did have like one like a thought, and we kind of like mentioned it to you earlier. Like this idea, because I almost like they're almost like, you know, arms around shoulder, walking into the sunset. I don't know, like we're buds and whatever. But then like basically like the
arm
person
around, sort of walking away, and they get to a certain point and just kind of like shove them out.
Well, I was actually thinking like then the person like trips and falls or something, but he's not hurt, and he kind of looks at pain, and then pain like is kind of like, am I going to cause you pain? Am I not going to cause you pain? And then, like, the person runs away and pain runs after him. And, like, that could be, like...
I was talking about, like, you know, like when a little kid falls and they look around at everyone in
like,
the room to
"Am I
see...
allowed to cry?"
Yeah. They see if, like, they're actually hurt to see
That's
the
when
parents'
I'm like, "You're
reaction.
okay, man. You're all right. You're all right."
Yeah. But that was
Okay.
the concept of, like... And then pain, like, determining if he's going to beat you or not.
It's too hard of a visual without the context of the dialogue to, like, immediately understand.
It's kind of like the Sour Patch Kids commercials. You ever seen them?
I mean, probably, but I can't remember it.
It's like literally the Sour Patch Kid is like a person, and it's like really sour in the beginning, and it's like beating the crap out of somebody, and then it's like super sweet, like there's some flowers or something like that.
No, that actually kind of works.
Pain is an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
That's basically
Pain
what-
is an abusive relationship, though.
That is funny.
It's like switch moods really fast. They're like best friends one minute, just like punch them inside.
I like the
I like
arm
that
and then the
idea of
pushing.
like, you know, he puts his arm around Pain, and then Pain like punches him in the ribs or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you can go now.
Turns into
Yeah.
like a slow chokehold.
Or that, how about that? Pain. This guy's trying to make friends with Pain. He's trying to like come to a semblance of having some sort of like relationship with it, but Pain always takes it too far. It's like he goes like put his arm around Pain, and Pain's like, oh, are we buddies? No, Pain, no. And like he keeps having to train him like, no, you're taking things too far.
That's funny.
Which is kind of physical therapy, right? Like, people are coming in pain, and you're training them on how to not let the pain take them over.
Yeah.
And them manage their pain. Because a lot of these things are things that people will have to live with for their lives in many situations.
Yeah, it can be.
Like the actual condition, but they can pain manage through the techniques.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like that kind of makes sense. So pain is the friend. Pain is the person you're trying to be friends with, but they always take things too far.
I like that.
What do you think?
Who wants to be friends with pain? I'm just kidding. It's a funny concept.
Doesn't make the point though. It can't just be funny. It has to make the point.
You guys are the experts here.
Is it a sketchy pitch, or is it a shootable pitch? That's the question. Maybe it's not a friend then. Maybe it's a relative. Someone that sort of has to be around,
Your aunt.
or
Oh,
like
I
an
don't know.
uncle.
Yeah.
You could do it a family member, because like a family member has to be a part of your life, but you have to figure out how to manage your relationship with them. But they always try to take it too far.
What if
Stepdad.
What if-
not
Stepdad.
stepdad.
I meant father-in-law.
I meant father-in-law.
Oh, that's funny. What were you saying?
What if it like starts with a doorbell sound effect because you don't have a doorbell that works?
I literally rung the doorbell when I got here, like probably 20 times, just trying to spam it to see if I could get you guys to come to the door, and then nobody came, so I just knocked on the door as many times as I could.
But what if it's like a ding dong or a knock or something, and then you answer it, and then on the other side it's Pain, and it's like, hi Pain, how long are you here for? Yeah, like
How long are you staying?
how long are you staying? And
Oh,
like,
as long as you'll have me.
yeah, like that kind of. So it is like it's similar to a relationship with a family member, but you never like, you don't ever actually like say that. It just comes off that way.
Okay, I like that, because what that gives us a storyline told through those vignettes, through those just quick sort of montage feel. But it is actually a linear storyline of, we arrive at the door, and the ending is going to have to be the reversal of that, kicking him back out of the door.
You just like throw a suitcase out the door or something.
Something like that I think would
Stuff.
work, because it actually gives us something linear to work with, but it can just be a series of those funny circumstances. You could still totally do like the dishwasher thing, and you can do even like the ideas you had outside, I think would work. Thoughts? You're the client here. You got to decide whether or not it's worth. Is it shootable or is it sketchy?
No, it seems shootable. It seems doable. I don't understand how to make the concepts become a visual scene that makes sense. I just have the like funny moments in my head, but I don't know how to make the storyline out of it like that. Or I never even thought about the storyline, put it that way.
Meaning, you're saying you're gonna have to rely on us to do that part, or you're saying
Yes.
you don't like
Yes.
it for that reason?
No.
I'm fine with you relying on
No,
us for that part. That's what we do.
I'm just saying I don't have the the most of my recordings on YouTube is me sitting down in front of a camera.
Yeah, I get that. I understand.
But I've never had to conceptualize an idea and how to achieve that through a process.
Well, y'all gonna learn today. I think it's a good idea. I think it's funny. I think it takes your initial vision and keeps it intact while giving us a unique story. I think it's a unique storyline potential. So pain, are we trying to say that it's a family member? Or are we just saying
No.
pain just shows up?
Just pain just
It's
shows
just
up.
that
And you're
it's
very
a-
familiar with
It's a
pain.
familiar relationship that you don't want around, but tends
Yeah.
to always continue showing up. And this is like, so pain is like the obnoxious, you know. I think it's just making everything in the circumstance. So yes, the karate chop on the body and stuff, but also like walking in and just eating everything in the pantry without asking. You know what I mean? Like displaying that sort of uncomfortable relationship of the person that just like barges into your house without your permission and just ruins everything past that point.
That is funny though, because sometimes patients come into therapy and their pain is literally like crippling them, where like pain is dominating. So that makes sense for like a dominating personality.
I like that. You even, I don't know if you read the note, but in there was like the idea of like your cat dies or something, and then like pain punches the person in the stomach, and he's like, "What was that for?" It's just like,
I didn't read that one.
I think that is so funny. Like even like emotional pain. Like,
Yeah.
Punches him in the chest, right in the heart.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Hearing now where this has gone and how it's developed, I still think we could do either one of us doing either one. So I guess maybe that's your call. But are you comfortable with being that obnoxious version? Because initially it was just like fun, like sort of athletic. That's why we did pain.
Right. I think whoever has the least amount of dialogue, I would fit the role better.
I don't know if there is one of those yet. It's probably pretty split.
I feel like you're gonna pull off a really good pain person.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's more a natural personality that I tend to do on camera. But maybe,
Just on camera, though.
maybe we can mix a little Rex Kwon Do with it, though. You know what I mean?
No.
I don't.
I never really know what you mean right now.
Rex Kwon Do?
Like a
Napoleon
bird for a
Dynamite?
record? Yeah.
Time?
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah.
Did anyone get that?
I got it now. I just had to hear Napoleon Dynamite.
Let's just shoot this stupid sketch.